We're approaching autumn equinox, and autumn equinox is a balancing point in the year. It is really a point where we assess where we're at in our life journey, in our spiritual journey, and where we really take stock of our environment, of our inner life, of our external life, and see, is harmony present in every aspect of my life? If not, where can I rebalance my life? Where can I rebalance different situations so that balance and harmony can be restored in my life? Even more so this year, because it's a number 7 year, which is a really important tipping point year in our spiritual journey and in our journey of personal development and coming into being. Every year at the beginning of the year, I make a video with the spiritual guidelines for the year. I'm not going to go through everything, but I'll put a link to the video of the beginning of this year below. But there are some things that we need to get back to because it's an important year and because we still have some months left. So if there are things to see, to understand, to redress, this is the time to do it. There's still a lot of potential in the energy of this year. Have we learned from its potential? Have we learned the lessons of this year? Have we integrated them? Have we understood what happens in our lives, in the world? Have we gotten the full potential out of the energy of this year? So this is why autumn equinox is really the perfect moment to do an assessment, an inner assessment of our life. So the number 7 year, what does this mean, and what are the questions that are being asked of us at this moment in time? Well, some of the questions might be, where am I at in my spiritual journey? Does my spiritual journey correspond to what I'd like it to be, to what I aspire it to be? Does my life correspond to my inner values and my inner experience, my inner life, and my spiritual life and my feelings? Are my spiritual self and my material self, my physical self, aligned? Are they in harmony? Are they in balance? Those are some of the important questions, especially in the number 7 year. So what does this mean, the energy of the year? It means that we're relating more to questions connected to the crown chakra, to our spiritual opening, our journey of expansion. So in that way, there is a lot of potential of expansion, but for this expansion to happen, we have to have done some work on our inner selves, in the sense that we have to deconstruct the limiting structures, the limiting thoughts and beliefs inside of ourselves that keep us from connecting to our higher potential, our highest potential, our own divinity. So we're also approaching the date of Yom Kippur. Yom Kippur in the Jewish calendars is the most important celebration, and the energy of this religious celebration beyond the religion is really also an assessment point. The questions that we ask at this moment are, who am I in relation to God? How is my relationship to the divine, to the spiritual? Can I look my divine self in the eyes? Can I look God within myself in the eyes and know that I am doing the right thing? Know that I am acting in alignment with my higher truth, with my soul truth, with my spiritual truth. So that is really important. And if we have done this work of deconstructing these limiting structures and beliefs over the last couple of years, then probably this year we've come to some really important realizations and also spiritual epiphanies. New things are flooding into our awareness, because this is a tipping point also where we can really level up spiritually and go to a next level of consciousness. This year in our personal and spiritual journey is a choice point year. We are going to be challenged about our beliefs or what we believe in. Are we able to hold our truth, to hold our faith, to trust in the face of adversity? That is what this year is about. And also, are we able to affirm and to stay true to our spiritual truths in the presence of other people? So that is also what the energy of this year is about. Maybe you're being challenged about your beliefs. Maybe other people are saying that they don't believe you, that you should believe something else, that you should change paths. Only you know what the right path for you is. Only you know what the right beliefs for you are. Only you know what language your relationship to God, to the divine is, and how you express that relationship. And this is different for every person, of course. For many people, this year has been a year of real deepening. Maybe you've really gone through it this year. Maybe you're still really going through it, because it's a year of challenges to test and strengthen our faith. So how do we deal with these challenges? What lessons have I learned? Can I stay upright? Can I stay aligned? Can I cultivate faith even when the road is a little bit wobbly? Or do I need to be successful, and does everything have to go my way for me to have true faith? I think for many people as well, you might have noticed that your priorities have radically changed over the course of this year, or at least your awareness of your priorities has radically changed. And this is what I mean with the choice point year as well. You really go through every aspect of my life. Is this still aligned to who I am, to who my soul is, and how I want to bring through my energy in the world? And these things that you've become aware of, these things that need to change within yourself, or these things that need to change in your external life, they have been seeded in this year, and they will implement themselves over the course of the next 2 years until we reach the number 9 year in 2025. This year has been a year of completing a cycle of death and rebirth. We have allowed certain things of the past to die, to be reborn. And if we're truly aligned with the energy of the year, we're being reborn into a whole new spiritual consciousness, into a whole new level of initiation, of awakening, of awareness, and of embodying and living our spiritual truth in the everyday life. So what has become clear as well is that it can't be one or the other. We cannot dedicate 100% of our energy to our spiritual development and disregard our material or physical reality and life and existence. Neither can we go into the physical world and pretend that the spiritual reality doesn't exist, because we're cut off from what is most essential and most important in this lifetime. We really need both. We need to spiritualize, we need to seed our physical reality with our spiritual selves, with our God particle. We need to re-sacralize the physical. This is what the teaching of this year is all about. And how do we do this? By listening, by living a life of devotion to our own inner truth and the divine within, God within. What we're doing this year in the number 7 year is that we're entering into the bridal chamber, where our material self meets our spiritual self fully. And either these two radically collide because there is such a discrepancy between the physical and the spiritual that it creates a boom, and it really, our spiritual energy, our God particle really combusts our physical reality and obliterates it, which can mean loss of housing, loss of relationship, loss of a sense of self. It can be really violent, or it can go a little more smoothly, this marriage, right? The two can really intertwine, and we're really taking our physical selves and our material lives to another level of spiritual awareness. We're seeding our physical reality in this year with our divine selves. So that's why this is such an important year, and also what we're seeding this year, the way in which we meet the challenges of this year, the way in which we hold true to our faith and to our beliefs, really seeds the cycle for the next 9 years. So this is why it's super important what we're doing in the next couple of months and how we integrate this awareness. So this year is giving us a picture of where we are spiritually, materially, physically, in our belief system, in our faith. How strong is our faith? This year also has shown us where there are still limiting structures within us that need to be opened, that need to be deconstructed, where our challenges lie in regards to our faith, where we need to strengthen our faith, but has also opened doors to new perspectives and a new awareness and new epiphanies and new beliefs and new spiritual thought, all very interesting gems and strands of energy that can be discovered, that can be unraveled, that can be woven into something very beautiful over the course of the next 9 years. So a lot of gifts come with the energy of this year. A lot of us have gone very deep. A lot of us are still going through it or will go through it in the next couple of months. Know that going into the darkness is a very fertile place, that this is the place where we see the possibilities of the future. So if this is happening to you, don't resist it. Go with it. Know that what you are doing is deepening your being, is creating more space for expansion. And something is being completed as well this year. So since there's such an important energetic shift within, there are things that are completed also in our external reality. So this is where we also have to be really honest with ourselves. What are the things that are completed? Which are the cycles, the energies, the realities, the situations that are present in our life that are completed, and that we need to move away from to start something new. So it's also important to use the next couple of months to really listen to that. And then also, what is the spiritual awareness? What are the invitations of the divine? The doors that are opening, even if they're opening just a very small little bit. What are some of these doors that have started opening and that want to be explored in our soul, in our journey, on our spiritual path? So those are some of the things to pay attention to in the next couple of months to really harvest the benefits of this year, to really learn the lessons of this year and seed a very fertile cycle for the next 9 years above all.